Some people work hard all their lives, yet never realize the true value of what passes through their hands. This is the story of one such day. In a quiet village, there lived a laborer who earned his living by digging soil from the land. Every morning before sunrise, he would lift his tools, lead his donkey to the fields, and work until his hands were sore. Once the donkey was loaded, he walked to the market to sell the soil. It wasn't an easy life, but it was an honest one. One afternoon, as his shovel struck the ground, it hit something hard. Curious, he dug a little deeper. What emerged was a stone, bright, clear, and unusually shiny. It caught the sunlight in a way he had never seen before. The laborer turned it over in his hands. It looked beautiful, but to him it was just a strange-looking rock. He shrugged, wiped the dirt from it, and tied it around his donkey's neck like a small decoration. Then he went back to work. The next day, as he walked through the village, people noticed the stone swinging gently as the donkey moved. Some stared, some whispered. Among them was a local merchant who owned a small grocery shop. He had sharp eyes and a habit of noticing unusual things. He stopped the laborer and pointed at the stone. "What is that?" he asked. The laborer smiled. "Just a stone I found yesterday. It looked nice, so I kept it." The merchant studied it carefully. He didn't know what it was either, but he liked how it looked. "Would you sell it?" he asked. The laborer thought for a moment. "It's just a stone," he said. "You can have it for 50 rupees. The merchant didn't hesitate. He paid the money and tied the stone to the weighing scale inside his shop, where everyone could see it. Days passed. Customers came and went. Many noticed the stone. Some admired it, but no one questioned it, until one afternoon, a jeweler walked into the shop. The moment he stepped inside, his eyes locked onto the stone. He moved closer, his breath slowed. In seconds, he knew. This wasn't a decoration. It was a diamond, rare, pure, and extremely valuable. Trying to stay calm, he asked the merchant, "Where did you get this?" The merchant replied casually, "Bought it from a laborer, cost me 50 rupees. The jeweler's heart raced. "Will you sell it to me?" he asked. "Yes," the merchant said, "for 100 rupees. The jeweler paused. He knew the diamond was worth a fortune, yet greed whispered in his ear. Why pay more than necessary, he thought. "I'll give you 80, he said. "That's my final offer." The merchant shook his head. "No, the price is 100. The jeweler frowned. "Fine," he said. "I'll come back tomorrow. You might change your mind." And he left. That evening, another jeweler entered the village. His car had broken down, and while waiting for help, he stepped into the shop. Like the first jeweler, his eyes caught the stone instantly. But unlike the first, he didn't hesitate. "Will you sell this?" he asked. "For 100 rupees, the merchant replied. The jeweler immediately took out the money, paid, and left, holding the diamond carefully in his hand. The next morning, the first jeweler returned. His eyes searched the shop. The stone was gone. Alarmed, he asked, "Where is it?" "I sold it," the merchant said calmly. "Someone paid the price." The jeweler's face turned pale. "That was a priceless diamond," he shouted. "You sold it for only 100 rupees. The merchant looked at him quietly, then smiled. "You knew its value," he said. "And yet you argued over 20 rupees. You waited. You delayed. And because of that, you lost it." The jeweler stood there in silence. The truth hurt. And that day, a simple lesson became clear. Opportunity doesn't announce itself loudly, it appears quietly and waits only once. Being clever is not always being wise, and delaying a good decision can cost far more than money, because sometimes the price of waiting is losing everything.